the Easter decorations and decorate for our next holiday. Easter weekend was beautiful, but now we're going to move on to the next holiday in the United States, which is Memorial Weekend. And we're going to take everything off this table and get started. Now we have a clean slate, and you know I love my plateau, and I can change it to be a round or oblong plateau. So if you like this plateau, keep your eye open for one because it's so versatile. And I like to use it on this table when I decorate because this table is solid glass and it reflects a lot. And if I have the chandelier on above it, it's just all blurred with light, and I prefer to cover some of the glass with the plateau, so that's what we're doing. This is an urn. Let me get the top and I'll show you. This is an urn that I inherited, and actually it used to be a lamp, and it was bought overseas in Asia. I have a set of these and just love them because they're so versatile. I took all of the inner workings out of it because I knew I didn't need any more lamps, and so this is going to be perfect. We're going to take this off and use it as our centerpiece because we're going to add flowers. We are going to decorate with poppies. If you're familiar with the Veterans of Foreign War, they hand out poppies every year, red poppies, and that is to symbolize the loss of those in battle. So that is what we're going to do today. 4th of July in the United States, I decorate red, white, and blue. Total red, white, and blue. But I just want to memorialize those that have fallen in battle by using red poppies. And it's actually very beautiful. So I'm going to get started on that. But before that, let me show you what I'm wearing because I know I'm going to get some DMs about this. And we are revisiting an entire look from last year. You'll remember this white linen dress, and I'm going to move over here. It's a white linen dress with a raffia belt, and I have a raffia YSL bag and rock stud sandals. And I have worn this dress over and over. It's about as comfortable as you can get, and it comes in various colors. So I'll link everything below. So if you like this look, you'll know where to find it. So let's begin with the poppies themselves. I'm going to run over here, get them, and I'll be right back. Now we have our poppies, and I want to let you know that these are not, that is loud, these are not live, these are artificial. Unfortunately, I was unable to find live poppies. Now I look at Trader Joe's occasionally because, you know, they are like the hub of finding flowers, and I have been unable to find fresh poppies. So if you happen to know where I can find some in South Florida, let me know, and I will run and replace these with fresh poppies. But in the meantime, we're going to use artificial. And you know, if you don't look super close, you really can't tell the difference. If you do find fresh poppies or any fresh flower, you can always drop a glass. This is actually a votive that you put a long tapered votive in, and you can drop it in with some water and put your fresh flowers here. I had this red one out to see if it would work, and it barely misses the mark. It almost fits, but not quite. But these do. But remember, you can always use just about anything you have as a vessel for your centerpiece. So I'm gonna put these away because I don't need it until I find my fresh flowers. Now that we have this, we are going to start by placing these in here. Really wild looking, because poppies grow in fields and they are very wild looking. They're not structured like, say, a rose. So you want them to look as if you went through a field, and pick them up and just pop them in a vase. And we can rearrange these after we get them all in. I want to make sure I have them even. Maybe move a few leaves. We'll bend some of these down. So next time you see this, they may be real. This is the time, oh, I'm losing it. This is the time of year that you usually see them, maybe in another week or two, and these will be replaced. So if I put this much effort into making a tablescape, I like to leave it for a while. Unless it's for, say, a dinner party and it's for a specific occasion like a birthday, something like that, I will leave that up for maybe a week. Other than that, I try to leave it a bit longer. Now, I'm going to come around and see what it looks like from your vantage point. So let's bend a few of these buds down, just so you'll have the contrast of the white and the red. Well, I'm thinking that I might add a bit of greenery. We can always remove it if we don't like it. So let's see what happens. I don't know if we should leave it super simple or just wild and crazy. Let's see, but it's always redoable. I tend to like the beautifully imperfect arrangements. You know, you see some flower arrangements like a dozen roses just plopped into a vase, and it just looks like it's missing something to me. But I tend to over decorate. So if that's not your thing, just leave it simple. And I also like the height of this, because this is a tall room and I like to stay in scale as much as possible. Sometimes that's not workable, but this I think could work. Let's see. I think I'm going to move this one to the front. Okay, what do we think? Do we like this with the greenery or without? Leave a comment below and we'll make a decision about whether to take this greenery out or not. But let's finish our tablescape and then we can decide. I have more white pottery, so let's see if we like the look of this. I think I'll put that one there. And have varying heights of pottery around it. I have the two. I could lean the lid of this against the platform. Is that too much? I do have candlesticks. I have these, but I have a feeling they're too ornate for this tablescape. Let's see what else I have. I have some in this cabinet. Let's see what is simpler. I have these simpler candle holders, and I have white tapers instead of the cream tapers or off-white tapers. Let's see, or do we even need candles? It may just be a habit I have of putting candles on the table that may be unnecessary. I think I'm going to leave the candles for now. Let me know what you think, but now I'm going to set the table because that will give us a better perspective of what's going on. Well, I believe we're going to go ahead and use the gold beaded glass chargers again. They're so functional, I just can't get away from them. I'm still going to keep my eye open for the silver chargers, and I think I can order those online. So I want those by the time the Christmas season, Thanksgiving Christmas season comes along, so I can use those. So I'll put those on my wish list. Let's use white china. I have, what is this pattern? This is Noritake Imperial Lace, white on white. I almost used the red ruby glassware that I have. You know, I collect ruby glass, and I stopped myself short of doing that because I thought it might begin to look too holiday-like. So let's stay with all the bright whites for spring. I like that, I like that. Should we put napkins out? Let's see what I can round up. I'm using green napkins with this setting, and these are not my favorite green napkins, but that's just one more reason for me to go shopping. So I may have to look for a more dressy, formal look. I don't want it to look too formal. I need something in between casual and formal. And I stack the plates so it looks much more decorated. Just like you stack bracelets, you can stack those plates and make it so inviting. And that's what we've done here. And I think I'm going to stop. I think if I keep going, it's going to be too much. Well, I hope this gives you an idea for your Memorial Weekend tablescape, or not Memorial Day. I am far ahead on this one, so I'm going to enjoy it for a while. But I'm going to keep my eye open for those fresh flowers. And if you enjoy this and you like this idea, please give this video a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, please tap the subscribe button, because I would love to have you as a subscriber. And don't forget, you can follow me on Instagram. Bye.